laughing off the coke claims, and we're not talking about Coca-Cola. Chris Brown is laughing off claims that he uses cocaine to maintain his impressive work ethic. Before I get into all the drama, let me say this. I'm getting tired of the Chris Brown slander. Now Chris Brown has already gone through his storm. I have watched this boy since 19 go all the way through to where he is now. And I should probably save this for later, but I'm going to just start right now because it's some bullshit. If Chris Brown was on cocaine, I would come here and say he was on cocaine. If Chris Brown was somewhat still a piece of shit, Chris, you knew he was a piece of shit. And he's even admitted to going through his storm. I would be here. But it's so easy now to just throw Chris Brown out there and just put anything on him to make people attack him. And I'm going to tell you what it's doing. It's turning some of his harshest critics, and I've been a critic of Chris over the years, into now his biggest supporters because we're just tired of it. And as a race, I mean, black people, we just tired. We are tired. And guess what? I'll go a step further. As long as we got Donald Trump in office, everybody black get a pass. Well, not Candace Owens. Sorry. No. I know black people are starting to like her, but Candace, you know.
She's about to be broke, though, so.
Anyway, they're trying to say that he's using cocaine to keep up this impressive work ethic. Maybe the thing that's keeping him going is the drive and determination of being counted out, the people not wanting to acknowledge his talent, the people refusing to acknowledge that he's an icon, the people refusing to accept that he's the fucking GOAT, people refusing to give him a stage that he's earned, people are refusing him redemption. Maybe it's just because he has something to prove to himself, because I know he's tired of proving shit to y'all. He's tired of proving shit to the media. He's just tired. And because he's not tired and giving up, because he's still pushing through, that now makes him somewhere going, nah. It'd be half y'all daddies doing that and your mama's doing it. Anyway, a woman on TikTok whose mama or daddy probably doing it too. Well, we don't know, allegedly.
Allegedly.
She shared a video on her page about C Breezy, and she jokingly claimed that the superstar singer must be off that powder because he does so much. Y'all try to say that about me too. Look.
To be honest, Chris Brown is the only nigga that has any business doing coke because he's very fucking productive off that powder. Like, he's the only nigga I know that could make a 30-song album, dances choreography, perform at a concert, do meet and greets, and still have the energy to do whatever the fuck else he can fit into his schedule. Like, you have people that be off that powder, bro, that don't do shit but tweak all day. This nigga does coke. And he's mad fucking productive. I know this sounds crazy, but it's so impressive to look at because I've never seen anybody off coke be that motherfucking productive. Like, no shade.
Of course it was somebody black tearing down somebody black. Of course it was somebody in the dark scared to show their face with a bonnet on. Of course it was somebody that probably should have been at work instead of laying in bed at 2 in the afternoon. Where are your kids at? Do you have any kids? I don't know. What is your lifestyle? What are you doing? Do you scratch your ass and sniff your fingers like the half of America? I don't know. But TikTok and social media is just a reckless playground for people to say whatever and do whatever they want. Now, mind you, Chris was somewhere probably on tour, figuring out his life, making money to take care of his children, tired of you, making him tired of this, and caught this bullet for no reason. What do you all think? Just before we get into because Chris responded, what do you think?
I thought it was a funny complimentary diss because she was saying like he's so good jumping up and down. But I feel like just because you see somebody with high energy, like I'm never done coke in my life. But I feel like people would assume that because I'm always like, like.
You all live in Hollywood. I have been in Hollywood for years before moving home and understand that working in Hollywood, this is a normal thing where people do cocaine. But it's not normal. There's no compliment to saying you do cocaine. Oh, he off that Red Bull. Oh, he off that glutathione. Why couldn't they say something? She probably don't even know what glutathione is. Why say cocaine? Because that's the thing that's going to go viral, and that's the thing that's going to make us all go, yep, you know he on that powder, right?
Yeah, that's what she wanted. She obviously wanted this to go viral. It did. Now we're talking about it here. But it's at the expense of someone who's like busting their butt to build their career back. So I just think it's unnecessary.
She did show love to him, though, so.
But I want somebody showing love to me saying, oh, he doing that cocaine. That's how he able to stay up and get all the work done in Hollywood a lot.
Showing love with underhanded compliments or throwing shade. Like for me, if you put a piece of shit on a steak and lobster plate, it's shit. Okay? And you're going to eat your own shit. And I'm going to force the shit down your throat. Pause. Well, Chris caught wind of the TikToker's video and laughed off her playful claims. She also responded saying how she much loves him. And this is what fans do. They attack you to get your attention. When you give it to them, then they do this cutesy shit. Take a look. This is Chris said, this got to be the craziest compliment diss I've ever heard. Sorry to disappoint, boo. No booger sugar over here. I had to comment because this has to be the funniest shit I've seen all week. I'm just different. And then she went on and said, laughing my ass off, just know I'm really Team Breezy, though. I love you so, man. Any of my fans who do that, don't be my fan. I don't want you. I love the Gag Nation. Let me shout out to the Gag Nation because y'all really be holding me down. Y'all be defending me. When they tried with that Wildin' Out Live, y'all went ate their asses up. And I want you to continue. I need you to go troll anybody and everybody who's trying to hit on your boy. And shout out to Chris. See, that's why I love this new Chris Brown because old Chris would have snapped, lost it, went off, da-da-da. And I can only imagine how when somebody is so talented as him, when he has a God-given gift, when he's went through the storm, when he literally fought to protect his future by getting out of the mess, to still get attacked in nice, friendly ways. Like, nah, it's not cool. And I'll say the last time I saw Chris, I think me even said on one of the podcasts, he looks healthier than he ever did. He looks happier than he ever did. And I thought Chris was going to be mad at me because, you know, we haven't always had the best history after all the things I've had to report on. But he walked up to me and gave me a hug, and it was all love. And we joked about my weight loss and his clothes and this and that. And so, like, I know the Chris Brown that I knew back then is back. And I can't wait to have a moment with him. I hope we get you on the show one day, Chris, because I want to become a huge champion of yours and the progress you're on and the stride that you're taking. Shout out to his manager, Ant, who I think I heard allegedly got married to Monica. I don't know if you did. Congratulations. If you didn't, well, when are you going to do it and invite me? But either way, like, I just want to say to everybody over there who's holding Chris up and keeping him moving forward, thank you. And Chris, man, keep shaking off the haters and keep it moving. All right, that's it. All right, well,